Hello everyone. Here, let's pause this. Okay. Hello and welcome. Welcome. For some reason, my chat is broken yet again. Surprise, surprise. But I actually have my audio working this time, so I guess that's a good thing. So, a small victory. A small victory. So I have no idea if anybody's chatting. Let's test this. Hello, testing. Okay, there we go. Hey, Natasha. Okay, perfect, and it's appearing on the screen, so we're good. I did forget to share this. My stupid stream is broken. Surprise, surprise. I mean, is it really a surprise though? Let's see here. And tweet. Okay, we'll tweet that out because I forgot to tweet that out because, I have no idea what I'm doing. Are we surprised? No, not really. Let's just pretend. Okay, but how is everybody doing? Let's see, I can probably turn this on. Oh my god, that is bright. Turn this down just a little bit. So, yes, so today we are going to be talking about all of the drama that has happened in the commentary community with Salvo and Tipster and Keemstar, and now what appears to be the end of the Keemstar show. I guess I won't say all of it because I've only been able to keep up with a portion of it. And so, yeah, we're just going to go over that. And I have not watched this video from Xylee yet. So I just got the timestamp of when I saw Keem pop in. So I just figured we would listen to this and see what's all going on. And then go from there. And yeah. So welcome. Happy Sunday, everybody. So, if you are unaware, Terrence, stop teabagging me. You know I like that. You're going to start something you don't want to finish. So, if you're basically unaware of how all this started, I mean, it's been going, back and forth for a while now. I mean, Tipster tweeted out something like, is anybody else getting tired of Salvo shtick? And then they had like a back and forth God, was this like maybe a month ago? I don't even know if it was a month ago. That seems like a long time ago. I don't even think it was that long ago, but it could have been. Also, why is this off center? Can I just move this over like just a smidge? Yeah. Good enough. Whatever. Close enough. So, yeah. So that's kind of, the beginning-ish, and then everything blew over. But then now we are into what has happened now that is just blown up even further. Hey, Lorelai. So, it all kind of started when somebody took a screenshot of, oh god, okay, so see, nope, we gotta move stuff around. A screenshot of Salvo in chat where he said, Tipster's wife. Actually, this must have been a screenshot from Salvo or from Tipster because Tipster's name is highlighted. He said Tipster's wife is not social because she's handicapped. Hey, American Princess. And then Tipster said, hey, Salvo, if you want to take swipes at me, fair game, but don't you disrespect my wife like that. My wife ain't a content creator. She ain't a part of this shit. So dragging her into this makes you look like an asshole. So Salvo then goes out and tweets out, ironic, leaked messages at Just So Tippy called my wife a bitch earlier today. And then this screenshot from appears to be Discord. It says, Salvo's wife is a bitch dog. Just being honest. LOL. Hey, Tiffy. Actually, let me just go ahead and close these out. And then... Oops. Zoom out. Tipster quote tweets it and says, "How is that ironic? I don't fuck with your wife, bro, and I wouldn't because family's off limits, dog." And then, oh my god, why are you not updating, stupid computer? And then Tipster also quote tweeted and said, quote tweeted the screenshot of the Discord and said, "Guess what I heard about Salvo's news team making false screenshots was true. LOL." Well, do I think that Salvo should be going after Tipster's wife, especially making fun of any kind of disability? No. Am I surprised that it happened? No. Now, I mean, is it something that I would do? Absolutely not. But here's the issue is that Tipster at one point has released videos with him and his wife. So if you're putting your wife on your platform and including her in or on your platform, people will take it to the next level and use whatever they can against you. And I feel like that's what Salvo's doing. Now, again, does he need to be bringing up any kind of disability? No. I mean, same thing with the Augie situation when Salvo was using Augie's mom in his videos. Augie decided that he was going to tweet out a photo of him and his mom, and so Salvo took that photo and then used it as content. Now, I don't know if Augie's mom's ever been in any videos with him or anything, or if this is just a photo that he put out, but to me, it's something I would never do. But unfortunately, there are people in the community that will use anything for content, and I believe that's what Salvo is doing. Do I agree with it? No. But it's Salvo. I mean, do we expect anything less? No. Salvopancakes is so wild. Yeah. I'm starting to kind of get this correlation that Salvo's just giving me old school Trisha Paytas vibes. That's what I'm getting, because he loves to troll people for content and will do what he needs for content, just like Trisha did back in the day. I mean, that's almost what I'm getting. Like, you don't ever get a straight story from Salvo when it comes to anything. First, he's an only child, then he has brothers and sisters. He has kids, but then Keemstar's like, "Dude, you don't have kids. You can come to the Halloween special." But he's saying he has kids, and Keemstar's saying he's not, or he doesn't. And then he kept saying that he had a mulatto wife and all this other stuff. Okay. So I just feel like he's just trolling for content. I mean, it's entertainment. It really is, up until it gets to a point where sometimes you cross the line. And if you cross the line and you apologize for it, fine, and you work things out, that's going to be between him and Tipster that need to work things out. But if you continue to go on, even after you apologize, kind of like what happened with Salvo and Augie, where apparently Salvo apologized to Augie in the group chat and then continued to troll with his mom in public, then obviously your apology doesn't seem sincere. But that's kind of what brings us up to this whole boiling point. And now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't go into Tipster's video and grab the timestamp from his video, or into Salvo's video. So I will have to just skim through that together. Unless somebody has the timestamp from Salvo's live video, we'll have to skim through it together and see if we can get that part where Tipster joins in. But actually, you know what? Let's see if we can find that real quick. Let's see here, YouTube, because we almost kind of need that first, don't we? Let's see here. Okay. I don't even know. long. Let's see.
So that's the update with Nick Radicott.
Nope.
Right? Well, I was just kind of pointing out the facts about what he was doing. So he tried that on me, Edwin. Now.
Okay, nope. I honestly don't even know how far into this stream.
Discussing Augie eats like a kid. Last year after the Super Bowl, I'm with my fucking buddies and women. Be like me, Bo Blacks. Fuck women.
Whatever. Okay, if anybody has the timestamp, let me know. I can maybe find it on a video or something, but I haven't watched this one from Xylee, so I kind of want to go in here and see what Keem had to say about the whole situation, because I saw the clip on Twitter from Salvo's stream. I'm a terrible live streamer, guys. Sorry about that. Let me know if I need to turn up the volume or anything.
Keemstar, or is it Brantley? Okay, what's up, Brantley? How you doing, baby? Okay, so what's going on? What's going on?
So I'm actually pissed off at Salvo because I don't know how the fuck I got brought into this shit, but like, you know.
Oh, okay. So a little bit of backstory for this. Keem and Brantley did the Keemstar show on Friday, because they did it together because both Chris and Salvo did not show up to do the show, even though the night before, Keem and Salvo, we were all in a group chat, I think on Xylee's Discord on a live stream, and he was like, dude, you need to just get in your car now and drive up now because of the storm, and then, you know, if it gets bad, you can just stay here. It's not a big deal. Just get in your car and get here so you can do the show. Well, he decided not to leave or try to leave until the next morning. And then he's like, hey, they're saying it's going to be really bad. I'm just not going to come. Even though the day before, Keem was like, you need to get your ass in the car and get here. We have a fucking show to do. Okay. And then Chris also lives relatively close to Keem. I mean, he could have just up and went. And yeah, if you get stuck there for a couple days, you get stuck there for a couple days. It's not like Keem doesn't have food, drinks, you know, pack up Chef and bring Chef with you, or have your roommate take care of Chef or whatever. And then, you know, just go up there, because it's not like they're going to be stuck there for a week, right? And I mean, even if they were, they'd have plenty of stuff to do. They could knock out content. They could get everything, you know, work on things for the stream, all that stuff. There'd be plenty of things for them to do. So I just don't understand why they wouldn't. But, you know, that's just me. So after the Keemstar show ended, Salvo went live and was asking people, you know, like, how did the show go? I didn't watch it, blah, blah. And he was basically saying, like, well, the Keemstar show was boring because I wasn't there, when he decided to not be there when he could have been there. Hey, 8030. And I guess at one point, according to what I heard or saw on Twitter, like, he called, like, Brantley boring or something, and that's why Brantley's like, I don't know how I got drug into this. And so that's kind of what brings us up to this whole point.
I said on your stream, I was like, I'm his best friend, but he needs a reality check because he fucking does. He acts like big-headed, big ego, and he barely has any fucking followers. So I'm like, you need to calm the fuck down before it gets too much for you, all right? And then I guess that made him mad, and he says that we're boring, and that made me mad, and that's like kind of an insult to me, because I'm like, what the fuck, you know I'm not boring.
Hey, Matt's mom, how you doing?
And if you saw me in like real life, like I'm nice and I'm sweet, but I'm also like fucking crazy, so.
Okay, I can attest to that. I have seen her in real life, and she is very bubbly, very sweet, but she is a psycho. But that's okay, in a good way.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit of psycho.
In a good way. She is a psycho, though.
Well, I can't act like that all the time. And like, if I did, the podcast would be fucking insane, I'm telling you. But I can't. But then again, Salvo is over there fucking with the docket. Chris didn't really make a docket because he was already planning on not coming. So it kind of just fucked with us all together. But the fact that he's like insulting me in front of like a couple like what was it, 200, 300 people?
Yeah, he has like 200 or 300.
But it was annoying me. I was like, bro, what? Do you really think that? Because I'm really fucking irritated right now. And then he called me out again.
Well, and like during the Keemstar show, yeah, like Salvo was like going in like editing the docket and stuff like that, which I don't understand. Like, why are you doing it? Unless you're like, hey Keem, I'm gonna add things in here for you to talk to, or to talk about, to make the show more entertaining. But from what I got from the show, I don't really feel like he added anything on for them to talk about. So I don't know if he was just like messing with the docket to troll them, or like what was going on.
And it was like, I don't know why she's mad. Like, I don't understand that. All I said was that it was boring. I wasn't talking bad about her. I'm like, yeah, you are. You are. You said I'm boring. But then when he's here in person behind the camera, he tells Dan and me that I will be a star, that I can outshine Keemstar and blah, blah, blah. Like, he boosts me up to get in Dan's head or whatever.
I mean, I feel like Brantley is very entertaining on the show. So I think having her on the show definitely brings in more entertainment to the show. And it also brings in another like clientele group to the show. It's going to bring girls into the show, and it's going to definitely bring more guys into the show. So I think having her on the show was a smart move. So the more that she's on the show, the more she's going to bring in those people into the audience. Don't or just ignore the plane sounds in the background. Sorry, I'll try to mute in between. Oh, just kidding. I can't mute because I don't have my mute button set up. Because why would we ever want the mute button? Let's see here. Chat, mute, mic. No, I have the mute button set up for the mic. Oh my god. Okay, OBS is stupid. Whatever. I'll just have to actually touch the mic to mute it.
I don't really antagonize it, but he plays with people way too much. He doesn't know how to turn off that character that he plays all the fucking time. It's like, just chill for a second. Be real.
I have to admit, the Salvo I met when I went out there, I love that Salvo. That Salvo was the sweetest thing. He was so sweet. He was so nice. You know.
I'm glad.
So there we have Xylee confirming that Salvo on camera is definitely a different version of Salvo than the Salvo that you get off camera. And I'm sure everybody kind of expected that to be a thing. I mean, I'm sure even Keemstar, like, he's not like he is on camera all the time. I feel like he is maybe a lot of the time like that off camera, but I'm sure there's times where he's just chill and mellow and he's not like freaking out. But I mean, Keemstar, he says over and over again that if he's not doing something, then he has to find something to do. So I could see him constantly be doing things, but I'm sure he's also not 100% hyped up all the time like he is on stream or on camera.
Glad. I'm so glad.
But
Dear God.
so basically what you're saying is he was talking a bunch of shit in his stream, saying did he say that he made the Keemstar show?
Yeah. He said that multiple times. He was like, the Keemstar show would be so boring and no one will watch it if I wasn't in it.
Oh wow.
You could watch it back. He's like bashing us. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, oh, she's just saying that I don't put in my work and I don't put the show as a priority because I wasn't there for one time because of a snowstorm. For one, the storm wasn't even that bad whenever we asked them to come. We were gonna get them a house to stay in, blah, blah. Like, it was not gonna be that big of a deal. But
So Brantley just says that they would have gotten them a house to stay in, so they had a place to stay too. So I honestly feel like they both should have been there. That's my opinion, especially if you had fair warning, like, hey, there's a snowstorm coming. I want you guys to be here. We have a show to do. You know, this is what I'm paying you for, is to do 2 days a week in the studio. And then, you know, any other time is just finding stuff for the docket, stuff like that, which you can do throughout the week. So, I mean, what days do they stream? Is it Tuesdays and Fridays? So, I mean, you have days in between. So it's not like you're doing a show every single day where you have to have new information every day. So it's not like you're constantly looking every day like, crap, I gotta find something. You have time to actually find topics that you want to talk about. And then at the same time, then you also have time to do your other channels and stuff. So But I mean, I will agree with Salvo that he does bring an entertainment factor to the show 100%. Hey, caller, how's it going? He brings entertainment to the show. I will agree with that 100%. But sometimes the entertainment just goes too far. And I even told this to Keem in a live stream that we were in together, I think again on Xylie's channel. Pretty much everything happens on Xylie's channel. I told Keem in a live show, like, yeah, Salvo is entertaining for sure, but if you don't rein him in a little bit, like, you're never going to be able to get sponsors for the show. Now, Keem did say that in the month of December, or this month, they should break even, and in the month of December, which should be the first month that they are profitable as a channel. So I'm assuming that goes to paying any kind of bills, plus, payroll, stuff like that. But obviously, a lot of the money from streams will also come from sponsors for the show as well as your memberships and your super chats. So if Salvo doesn't rein it back a little bit, then you're never going to be able to get a sponsor for the show. And Keem was like 100%, like, you're correct. So I don't know if Salvo agrees with that, but I mean, that's just the game. Like, if you want to do whatever you want on YouTube, you can do whatever you want on YouTube. Just don't expect to be able to get the sponsorships to back you up. You still have to present yourself as more ad friendly and go from there. Like, you do have to censor yourself if you want that sponsorship money, and even that ad money. Like, I mean, a lot of times my live streams are demonetized. One, I'm too lazy to go back in and add more ads into the live stream anyways, even though it's just a couple of clicks. I always just forget to do it. So, I mean, 99% of my money that I make from doing live streams is from super chat donations and from people becoming members, and that one ad that people watch when they come in and they click on the stream, because I usually don't go back in and put additional ads. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if I pressed monetize on this stream. So who knows if there's even an ad. Are both Salvo and Chris fired? According to what I've heard, rumor mill, Salvo was fired. And then Chris was fired for a short time when he tried to bring Salvo into a members only stream on the Keemstar show. But I don't have access to that because I don't pay for a membership, because I just don't have the money to do so right now. I mean, otherwise I would. And since I'm a content creator, I don't get the ability to get gifted subs to any channels. So, which is just stupid. Like, it should be able to go to anybody. So I heard that Keem fired Chris during that live stream, but didn't really fire him. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see until, like, the next Keemstar show goes live. I know Salvo's doing a stream here in, like, an hour and 15 minutes where he's going to talk about everything. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. So, well, caller, I hope you feel better. So, yeah, I don't think that the Chris thing was 100% serious. I'm sure Keem was just annoyed. Like, if you don't stop trying to bring him in, I'm going to fire you. But, again, I don't have access to that, and I haven't seen a clip of that. So, I'll have to wait and see if anything else comes out about that.
On top of it, it's like, that's not the only thing that he's fucked up. Like, we told him, we asked Salvo if he could work on the docket with Chris, because that's part of his job as being a co-host, is to work on the docket with Chris.
Okay.
And then we look over it and everything and help them out if they need it, add some stuff, all that. Salvo goes, oh no, I can't. I'm going to Top Golf with my buddies. It was like Sunday or some shit. It was like a day that you don't go to fucking Top Golf.
And here's the thing. We've brought up multiple times to Keemstar, like, didn't you say that part of Salvo's job is to help with the docket? He's not there just as a co-host, but he's also supposed to help with the docket, and he said yes, he is. And in the chat, I don't know where it was, if it was in the Keemstar show or in Xylie's chat, but I, sent him a message. I'm like, Salvo, are you going to help Chris with the docket? And he replied back, and he was like, no. So I don't know why he's not helping out with the docket, because if Keem says, hey, that's part of your job, why are you not helping to make the show better? And in return, instead, you just say that Chris makes terrible dockets when it's your job to do it as well. So I don't really know what's going on with that. But, I mean, Brantley here again is saying, yeah, it is your job to help with the docket as well.
And he couldn't even provide for the show then. He hasn't, like, really put in any effort but showing up and just talking about what's on the docket. That's it.
Right.
It's, like, weird. And Keem knows everything that's going on the docket. He helps put it on there.
So you were saying that Salvo...
And, I mean, here's the thing, too, is that, yes, they're both getting paid 100%. And as of right now, they're getting paid $50,000 a year. Well, I'm assuming, it's $50,000 a year pre-tax. I mean, so then when you take out 30% for taxes and stuff, I mean, that's only $35,000 a year, which is $3,000 a month. So it's not like they're making a ton of money where they're like, whatever, I'm not going to do anything because I'm making a ton of money. I'm just going to sit here on my ass. And I would assume that if the channel was growing and they were making more money, then Keem would reevaluate their contracts, give them more money, and so on. I'm sure, they would be, or at some point, he would reevaluate the contracts and pay them more money because, everything's going good, stuff like that. Now, I mean, obviously, if it's $50,000 post-tax, I mean, what is that? I mean, that's $41,000 a year. But I mean, life is still expensive, so I know people can live off that, but for some people, depending on how much your rent is and all that stuff, and you would think like the amount that you have to pay in gas to drive back and forth, that's going to eat up that. So $3K a month is about poverty line in Buffalo. Okay, perfect. Thank you, caller. So, I mean, I would honestly want everything to go smoothly and to have the podcast take off and be like, hey, we're doing so good. Can we reevaluate my contract and can you pay me more money because we're doing so good? I mean, why would you not? You do that at any other job. You're like, okay, I think I deserve a raise because I'm doing all this stuff. Everything's going perfectly. We're crushing numbers. Can I get, how about we split percentage of the super chats or memberships, stuff like that, on top of what my salary is, I mean, I don't know if they're already doing that, but I would assume, later on you could do that. But like, why are you not helping? Why are you not helping your job get and helping it grow? What happened? I thought they all liked each other. Well, Kaylee, is it Kaylee? Kali? And apparently there was a big blowout, so not anymore.
Salvo was messing with the docket while y'all were live?
Yes. He kept putting in his fucking, the Halloween special thing? He kept putting in his link for it and saying, oh, this is an update for this certain topic that we're talking about. Yeah, he would fuck with it. And then Chris is like adding stuff to it while we're live, so we can't organize everything. It's like all just jumbled up and fucked.
Whoa.
And he was trolling us during the show, and we're like, bro, stop.
So is there going to be a show Monday?
Girl. Yes, of course there is.
I mean, is there going to be a show with Salvo on Monday?
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm gonna make it crystal clear.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Okay.
If there's gonna be a show Monday.
All right, here comes Keemstar to set everything straight. It's the drama community. Friendships never last. Well, Terrence, technically, it's the commentary community. But some do. Some do. I think Chris got tired of Salvo not doing his job and blaming him. I mean, I would agree. Like, if Keem says, Salvo, you need to help Chris with the docket, that's part of your job, and then you don't help Chris with the docket, at any other job that would be called insubordination, and you'd get written up for it.
I'm gonna make it crystal clear. This motherfucker doesn't show up, right? And then has the audacity, all right, to talk shit about the Keemstar show. Say, oh, it wasn't that good, was it? Because I wasn't there. You fuck.
Here's the thing, too. Any other job that you work in the normal world, if you go online and talk shit about your job, it's grounds for termination. Almost every company that I have worked for since, oh God, when did we sign that? It was probably 2008. No, it was before that. 2007, 2006. Because I was in Iowa at that time. Every company since about 2006, 2007 that I've worked for has required to sign a social media policy where if you post anything about the company on your personal social media that deems the company in a bad light, it's grounds for termination. So I don't know if everyone's experienced that, but I've experienced that at my last three jobs. Last 3 jobs. The last 3 jobs that I've been with, every company had a social media policy that is grounds for termination if you make disparaging remarks against the company.
Fucking bailed on the show and then talk shit about it, bro. It's war.
Like we are fucking like we're fed up because it's like it's also behind the camera, you know, like that people don't see.
I know, because you were
And
just in here saying that you're like best friends with him.
Yeah, like I'm nice to him, and like we're friends. I can deal with people's shit. I just can. There's nothing that you can do to me that no one has done to me before. There's nothing.
Right.
So I can forgive you for anything. I don't give a shit. But when it builds up and you tell a couple people that like I'm boring and talk shit about Dan and talk shit about the fucking show, it's like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're friends with you. We're your friend. That's what really hit me. I'm supposed to be his friend. And yes, I may have been talking shit in your thing, saying that like he needs somebody to call him out because he does, and that's what a fucking friend does. They tell you straight up, and I knew he'd fucking see it, and I told him to his fucking face before.
Mm-hmm.
I am not gonna say shit behind your back that I'm afraid to say in front of your face. I'm just not.
Right. Right.
It's so irritating at this point. It's like, just stop the act. Just calm the fuck down. Just be normal for 1 fucking second. Put in work. It's not hard. Or you could go back to being.
Oh my God, the fact that she says be normal for 1 second. And that's the thing, as like I mean, she said earlier like that his ego is just getting out of control. And I mean, he plays this character and sometimes he just takes things too far. And I know we'll find that timestamp from his live stream when him and Tipster got into it, and we'll go over that, but they kind of bring it up in that part too.
Being a fucking teacher, as he says. I don't care anymore. I don't. And I'm really nice and I'm really forgiving, but at this point I just okay. Alright. I can't do it.
No, you sound like irritated and very upset about it.
It just has built up over and over and over, and it's just okay. I'm done. I don't like. It was trolling at first. Whenever Dan said that, like he couldn't come on Monday or whatever, it was trolling.
Right.
And now it's gotten actually serious. From what I understand, it is. I'm fucking mad. I'm actually pissed.
Actually, I'm not done.
Oh shit! Here
He's
we
not
go.
done.
I'm not.
Paige says you need to go see Edwin's stream right now. It's all popping off. Okay. All right, we're gonna stream snipe Edwin's stream.
Yo, I wasn't waiting on your server, but I guess I don't know.
Oh no, that's cool. Sorry, I didn't.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
I feel like there's like some misunderstandings
Oh,
here.
well, there sure as fuck is.
Of course, yes.
What's going on?
Yeah, so I saw the stream, or like most of it, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, usually, Edwin, you're like the type of person to, like, advocate for, less ableism and transphobia and all that in the community, where it just seemed like you were kind of downplaying the severity of Salvo's comment.
Thank you. I'm assuming that's you guys, right?
Him being Salvo. And it's not about how severe I think it is, it's how severe you would typically think it is, but because it's Salvo, you think it's less severe. Does that
Now,
make sense?
I understand. Oftentimes people call into my shows, or every now and then people will say stuff, and I'm not regularly that like outrageous in when people say stuff, especially in the community. I mean, Aiko's in here, Keemstar's in here. There was a time where they were both in the call, and Keemstar, in my opinion, disrespected her, and he was like, "Shut up, bitch," and all this. I was like, "Whoa!" Eventually, I had to kick him off, but like, a lot of people in my chat were saying, "Edwin, you didn't do enough," blah blah, and this and that. I won't ever please everybody.
I think you did enough in that scenario, but I feel like if Salvo did the same thing, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't say stop. Because you let him get away with more because you say he's like a comedian.
Well, and here's the thing, like,
A caller, Salvo, said that Tipster's wife isn't social because she is disabled. Something like that.
That's like in the members only chat.
I just found it weird that like. So the timeline is like, Salvo makes fun of Tipster's wife, Tipster gets mad at it, and then you make a stream talking about how Salvo owned Tipster.
No. The stream was about how I thought it was weird that Tipster tried to bribe him into peace, because if I disrespect your wife, you would think that the person that disrespected the wife should be the one saying sorry, and maybe even offering money, I guess. No, but it's confusing to me that, Tipster, his wife got disrespected, yet Tipster's here offering money to Salvo. That is the accurate representation of my live stream.
I do feel that was weird by Tipster, yeah.
So you agree with me?
Yeah,
So
I agree with one part of what you said in the stream, but doing a whole stream, like, just criticizing Tipster more than Salvo seems odd, because I think what Salvo did is more reprehensible.
Well, dude, that is exactly what I meant, but that's the whole point of my stream, because if Tipster believes what was done was so reprehensible, it just doesn't make sense that, like, he would go out of his way to offer money. Like, we can't have both ways. That's my cognitive dissonance. Like, wait, how can you think that it was so reprehensible and this was so terrible? Because, like, I understand. I said in my live stream, I can go to the exact spot where, like, I understand where Tipster's coming from, that he found this offensive. Yeah. But, like, if that's the case, then why would he offer Salvopancakes $175 for peace? Shouldn't that be Salvo's job?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, Salvo will make a-hole comments. He has made a-hole comments. What's super new? Like, that's it. That was the whole point of the stream. I was shook.
And we'll get into this whole Edwin Boblax thing here at the end,
yeah, by the reaction from Tipster, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just saw that, like, you did a whole stream kind of, like, going after Tipster was the one who kind of just got, like, his wife attacked out of nowhere. So I just felt like I would just tweet it out, like, wait, why? And then I was, like, just questioning it, and your tweets weren't clear in terms of, like, why you made that stream. So.
I don't think I went after Tipster. That's it, because like it's you felt confusing that you were going after me for something that's why I'm saying I feel like I'm being gassed, because I don't understand. Like, you're putting in a narrative that isn't there for my live stream. I mean, a lot of the people here watched it yesterday and they don't see what you see, so I'm confused.
Well, a lot of people agreed with my tweet. So.
Yeah, well, they just on Twitter, they probably didn't even watch it either. I mean, they're just like, Boblax supporters.
Well, no, I just watched like the first like 50 minutes of the stream, and pretty much all of it was like, yeah, why are you mad at Salvo? Salvo's a comedian. Salvo's a G. Wait, what? Like, I don't know.
I agree with Paige when she said in chat, we need to stop calling ourselves comedians.
The issue here be that Salvo was
it's giving deaf
is
noodles.
Unprovokingly going after private figures, and not that like Tipster did this like weird like oh, let's help vote for Leia something by sending you money. Tipster's just desperate to make peace. He's very anxious. He doesn't want to like get into these fights or whatever.
Well, if
and
you make
Salvo's just coming at him unprovoked. Yeah, the fucking dono thing was weird, but the fact that Salvo went after like a private figure unprovoked is just like, yeah, Tipster acted weird afterwards, but like, I mean, he called out his. He tried to,
well,
like,
I
make
think
fun of
if
his wife's
Augie offered
disability, it's a little
Salvo
weird.
money, like that would be weird, don't you think? For making fun of his mom, that would be weird. I would have.
Yeah, but it
done
was
the same
also
thing.
weird that he threatened like fucking to shoot Salvo because of that. Like obviously when people go after private figures, you're
Yes.
gonna have more vitriolic reactions. Like
I
with
covered
me
all
and
that on
Mr.
live stream
Girl,
too.
with
It's all the
Augie
same.
and Salvo, with Tipster and Salvo, with Tipster and Tommy C, with the fucking wife thing that happened.
Tipster said
a
in
couple
chat,
years
to be
ago,
clear, I
he
have
did
no
it the
interest in
exact
making
same way.
peace with Salvo.
So like obviously the actions that Tipster took with like the dono was fucking weird, for sure. But it was just his way of trying to like defuse the situation. Now obviously I don't think you should have that approach with Salvo. Like Salvo, like that's just gonna give Salvo more ammo, obviously. But he was just desperate to defuse the situation because he was like caught off guard. Like fucking Salvo came out of nowhere, fucking like going after his wife. You know, he's
So-
like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do? Maybe I can make like a joke out of this. Maybe I can make it
Now,
like a
just to
lay
be
of
clear for the
something.
chat, when you say he was desperate to defuse the situation, that's your perspective, right? That's not.
That's
Tipster.
my perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Oh,
don't know.
Tipster wants to join the chat.
Tipster, Tipster says, "Bring me in." So
Yeah, should
I
we
don't
add
want
him
to
here?
speak for him, but you know.
Right, that's why I wanted to make sure we have that set up. Oh, I guess you. Yeah, okay, we can go on my server now since he's in there. All right, see you in there.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Just so you know, I have much more segments to go through, so hopefully it doesn't get too chaotic here.
I didn't expect this stream to turn into a stream sniping stream.
All right, welcome to the show, Tipster.
Hey, how's it going?
It's
Yeah.
going, it's going. You know,
Like, I understand Bull Blacks is, trying to have my back here, and I appreciate that. But like, the whole thing with that donation, we already talked about this on the Keemstar show last night, Edwin. So I don't understand why you're still not clear on what happened there.
I'm clear, and I expressed my confusion to you in the call as well, and you understood it as well.
I
thought.
explained to you that when I went into that call, okay, so there was this whole thing about promoting, people on the Now Recording podcast. I was
Yeah.
promoting Leia something, and other people were promoting Zip Zap, right? So I promoted Zip Zap on my stream. She was winning the vote at that point. Matt Pitt goes on to Salvo's stream to promote Zip Zap, and then she starts winning. We were all in a funny mood that night. We were doing a bunch of funny things. There were joke arguments between me and Toxic Piplup and shit like that. It was funny, okay? It was meant to be funny. So when Matt Pitt called into Salvo's show to promote Zip Zap, then I called in and I offered the donation to get him to promote. And I'm like, oh yeah, we can put this all behind us and I'll give you a donation and you can promote Leia something. It was meant to be a funny bit. I went in there knowing that Salvo was never going to do it. Okay. There's no way. I mean, for fuck's sakes, when we were doing the negotiations, he's saying, give me $450. You think I'm going to give him $450 to do this shit? No, of course not. So I went into it knowing he's probably not going to take this offer, but hey, it'll be funny and maybe it'll be a little bit entertaining, right? But then he turned it into this whole thing of oh, so you're choosing an e-girl over your wife. And that's when it became an argument instead of a funny bit after that.
Well,
I explained that to you last night.
Yeah.
And now
Yes.
you still seem to be confused about that.
No, I'm not confused because what I asked you was you were still gonna give him $175. You were still gonna do that.
I mean,
That's
hey, if he's gonna promote Leia something, then sure, whatever. I'll give
Yeah,
him the money.
that is-
He's gonna do it.
That's not the
But
confusion.
this isn't about resolving. If you actually go back and watch the clip,
So it's not about resolving.
No.
Okay.
If you actually go back and watch the clip with Salvo, he at one point says, "Well, that's assuming that I want to make peace with you." And I was like, "All right, let's just talk money then."
So
okay,
you
and
didn't
then
want
we
to make
started
peace with him.
negotiating
You
a
never want
dollar
to make
amount.
peace with Salvo.
No, I
'cause it is
never. No,
confusing for
realistically speaking, did I want to make peace with Salvo? No, I don't. I have no interest in making peace with
people.
Salvo.
Okay, well that's
My
something that needs to be
decision-
clarified for everybody before the
My
record
decision.
because
Okay, well, you hear it here apparently because
a
it's
lot of
not
people are
clear
confused
enough.
about it. I mean,
You
even,
hear it
even
here
Bullet's
now. I don't
confusing.
want to make any peace with Salvo. Okay,
Okay,
I
now we
made
know.
a decision that I don't want to associate with Salvo anymore, after what he said to my wife. It's not much deeper than that. I just don't fuck with the guy no more. It's that simple. How
Yeah.
hard is that for anybody to understand?
That's understandable, and for that same reason, I thought
I
the whole
understand it.
donation thing was confusing. That was the confusing part. It still
We
is.
already
Just
talked
like-
about this last
No,
night,
I-
Edwin.
well,
We
it's
talked about
weird.
it on the Keemstar
Tipster,
show,
I
and we
understand.
talked about it in private. So
Tipster,
where's the confusion?
No, it's a confusing action. Like, I understand the backstory,
Yeah.
but for me, still, to offer somebody money
So why are
after
you
they've
still
done that,
confused
it's
if we talked
confusing.
about it last night? That's my
Well,
question.
It is still a confusing. I would
This
just
is
describe it-
why I say, Edwin, and like, if you take offense to this, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you the way I see
I'm-
it, okay?
I don't take
This
offense
is why
to
I
it.
say you're a shit stirrer, because like we already talked about this, and now
This
you're
is
talking
my
about it again.
perspective.
We
If
already
I-
cleared up these things, and now you're talking about it again. That's shit stirring, bro. You don't understand how that would cause problems when you walk away from a situation, whether it's a DM or a conversation on another show or a private conversation. We work
What
shit
exactly
out, and
did
the
I
next
shit
thing you
stir? I'm
know, you're
talking about
turning it into
Bolax's thing
content on
here.
your stream the next day. Like, you don't understand the confusion. Like, I thought we were cool. Like, what's going on?
I understand the backstory, and I'm giving my perspective and context to the people. What is the wrong thing? What is the crime here?
I'm telling you, when you work out something with someone, and then in private you say, "Okay, we're cool. We cleared up the
We are
misunderstanding.
cool.
We're
We
good."
are cool. But from
Then,
my
like,
perspective,
the next
okay,
day you're turning it into content.
it's
It
okay.
It confuses people. Like, wait a minute, I thought
Nobody's
they were cool.
confused.
Like, what's going
Let
on
me
now?
explain. Because if, say for example, I want to cut off Keemstar, right? I'm like, you know what? He says something across the line. Fuck him, whatever. And I decide that I want to offer him $175 for a meme. That, I think people are allowed to be confused at that action. That's all I'm expressing. That's it. That's the end. You know, if I make it very known that I don't like Keemstar, I hate him, but yes, I want to offer him $175 the very next day, I think people are allowed to be confused at that. What's wrong?
I don't know. I just see it really odd when we have a conversation. We're in a private call after the Keemstar show last night, and we're like, okay, yeah, we're cool. There was a misunderstanding. Everything's good. And then you spend like the first, 10 to 15 minutes of this show or whatever, crying about how I call you a shit stirrer.
Crying?
Like, you literally were. You were coping about how I called you a shit stirrer because
That
I
was
really
it.
truly feel that you are a shit
That's
stirrer.
not. You can't take that seriously. That would be like me taking your like seriously. I don't care. It's all in whatever, you know.
But you see how it causes confusion among people, right? Like, oh, I thought Edwin and Tipster were cool.
I
and now
was
he's
presenting how people say in a certain way to dismiss people's
I
opinions.
don't know if I agree with that presentation.
That was literally what I was saying. I was saying when my subscribers say shitster or whatever, like they get me because the way they describe
You were
it in the
literally
comment.
saying that one
But
person
when-
called you an instigator, and you see that as an term of endearment. But when
Yes,
Tipster
because the
calls
way
me
they
a
described it, I
shitster,
can go back to
get
the
you
comment.
it.
The way they describe it was very endearing. Look at the way they say, you are absolutely instigator, and by the smile on your face, 9 out of 10 times, not an accent crying. You know, that's what we love you though. You know, versus the tone where you put into Xylee's show, you're like, I didn't even listen. He's just a shit stir.
Well, that's
what
how
you
I
said.
feel
There's a
about it. I
difference.
mean, if you take a problem with it, that's fine. But I'm just
I don't
being
take a
real.
problem.
I think you
I'm
stir
showing
the
the
shit.
people that-
I really think you stir the shit.
And that's fine. I do. However, there's a difference when people say that call me out for shit stirring and they actually listen to me versus when they say that I shit stir and they say I didn't even listen to it.
Okay, I guess so.
Hey, okay, cool.
Anyway, I got
But-
shit to do. But
all
I
right.
wanted to clarify because I saw Bo Black saying that, like, like I said, I understand Bo Black was trying to have my back, and I appreciate that. But like, I don't have any interest in resolving things with Salvo. Like,
Well,
it's
now
really
we have
not,
that clarification because I
it's-
do
it's
think that
really-
was.
it's really
See, well, I mean, that gives a bit of
yeah, because
yeah.
it's
So
not
like,
super deep. Essentially, like what happened here is I got pissed at Salvo for what he said about my wife, and I just don't fuck with him no more. It's that simple.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's.
I mean,
fair.
to be fair, I was confused by the dono thing too, and I thought it was because
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah, I knew
I just
it
think
was
it's-
like
I just
kind of
think
a
it's
bit
really
and
weird
kind of a
'cause
joke,
this thing-
but I didn't know the context of like the Zip Zap stuff and like the voting or whatever because I watched it through Edwin's stream and it just went straight to that, and I was like, wait, did Salvo like call your wife like a bitch or whatever he said, and then like you just went on and were like, oh, here's like $200 to like to bury the
No,
hatchet.
no.
I
No,
was
that-
like
that-
confused. I was
That would be
confused.
fucking retarded. Of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
not.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I thought that was weird if that was the case.
Yeah, and I see people like positioning this as like, oh,
Regardless.
Tipster like put an e-girl over his wife, and like his wife's feelings are only worth like $175. Like, this is so fucking stupid, dude. Like, no, it was a bit. I don't.
Okay, well, stop there. I mean, Tipster's gonna hop off, but if anything else happens, somebody let me know. But okay, what did I miss in the chat here? Remember in South Park when Shaft was appalled the boys didn't realize why South Park flag was racist? Oh god, I don't even remember that episode. I don't want to go out because I have this. I don't go out because I have disabilities. Why is that comment a dig? Well, because he's talking about Tipster's wife, who's not necessarily a content creator. I mean, Tipster has put her on his platform before, so unfortunately, I believe that people will then use that person as content because you've put them on their platform. So Tipster didn't take it as an insult. Was that Salvo's motive? His name is Salvo. Is saved in Spanish. Irony. I mean, Tipster did take that as an insult. So I mean, you can tell that he was upset. Why do you misunderstand me, Edwin? You don't understand dignity. Edwin needs read the damn room class. I love how Bo Blacks mediates these two well. I mean, Bo Blacks can keep people together if he needs to. All right, so we'll leave that up and we'll go back and see what's going on with there later. But we'll hop back in to Xylee's stream to see what else Keem has to say.
I have to deal with fucking the slow growth of this channel because of an onslaught of I hate your fucking co-host, I hate your co-host, I hate your co-host, and me constantly defending Salvo. I have to deal with...
I mean, there are a ton of content creators and people on YouTube that are like, I don't want to be affiliated with your show because of your co-host. There's comments in the comment section. It's like, I can't stand Salvo. There's comments in the live chat. I can't stand Salvo. But at the same time, there's people in the live chat and in the comments are like, the show is only entertaining because of Salvo. But if your videos are getting suppressed because of the content that is in the videos and what's being said, and you're not getting sponsorships because of what's getting said, it's going to slow down the growth of the channel, which then in return is going to cost more money. And at the end of the day, Keem, yes, has plenty of money, but he doesn't want to do something that's not going to make him money. So if something's hurting his business, it's going to get to the point that he's just not going to deal with it anymore and have to say goodbye. So do I feel like he wants to end the podcast? No. Do I feel like he might be actually replacing Salvo and finding a new co-host? I think it's a possibility because I said this to a couple people. I was like, the show's entertaining, but I only give it a few more weeks before Keem gets rid of Salvo because he's not going to be able to get sponsorships and he's not going to be able to make the money. And I mean, unless he can rein Salvo in and have him calm down a little bit, you can still be out there and be entertaining without being highly offensive, which is going to cost you sponsorships. So unless you're able to do that, then you're not going to be able to have that person on your show anymore because it's just going to hurt your pocketbook at the end of the day. So Salvo's been burning bridges, it sounds like. It's a bit sad. There could have been something there. Yeah, and I get it. Like I said, he is giving me old school Trisha Paytas troll vibes, but that doesn't really work too well in 2022 because people just don't put up with that. So I feel like in the long run, it's actually going to hurt him. I mean, his channel's grown. I think he's at almost 9,000 subscribers now. So he definitely, his channel's growing, but it's growing to a niche audience of people who like offensive things and entertainment like that, which, you go back 10 years. I mean, he probably would have been one of the top channels if he was doing the stuff that he's doing now on YouTube 10 years ago, because all that was more acceptable back then. But now it's really not. Like, if you go out of your way to purposely offend people, people get pissed off. It's like the deaf noodles with talent. All right. There's too many voices on that stage. Well, in this Oh, at the Deaf Noodle show, or are you talking about in the group chat? Because really, it's only Keemstar talking so far.
A multitude of fucking creators that won't be a part of the show, won't be a guest on the show, won't come on the show because of fucking Salvo, because they hate Salvo's fucking guts. They've tuned in and seen them, they're like, oh, I'm not calling in. Brandon Buckingham, a million different fucking people that I've called on. He's like instantly attacking. I call Aiden Ross, he's like fucking screaming in the fucking background. And I dealt with all that. I dealt with all that to keep him on, to give him a spot, and you're gonna fucking disrespect my show, the one that's giving you the fucking opportunity. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. I can only deal with so much until I hit a fucking breaking point. So run this little conspiracy. Oh, the other night he was threatening me. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. And I kept asking him, what? What are you gonna win at? What the fuck are you gonna win at, bro? Like, what are we actually talking about? Because I'm fucking 10 lifetimes ahead of you in this world. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
Bro, and him and his fans, like his fans in his chat are like, Keem didn't make him. Watch, they're gonna be like regretting him saying that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, Keem gave him like what, 200 more viewers? I don't know. Like, I didn't even know about Salvo. And Tipster's tweet is so right. It makes, oh my god. Like he went to school with the Pauls. Like he went to school with them.
Yep.
It still wasn't shit. He lived in the fucking house with them. The Teen Tim or whatever the house, whatever the fuck that is. He lived there.
Wait. He lived in the Team 10 house?
Yes, he lived there, bitch.
Salvo lived in the Team 10 house? What?
He told us. He lived there.
Well, okay, if he told you he lived there, like I said, Salvo's giving, troll vibes. Unless you have proof that he lived there, I don't know. It's just like he said that he went to school with the Paul brothers. Does anybody have proof of that? Keemstar and Salvo on the main stage. I think there's too many showmen in a show and not enough side guys to make it work because everyone wants to be the star. That's my thought on it. Salvo does, he's a big character, and when you put two big characters like Keemstar and Salvo in a room, it's gonna be a loud. It's gonna be a lot of voices, and then Brantley is a big character as well, so she adds more, and then Chris just kind of sits there. And if the side guy, and if they are side guys, they're easily offended and don't like to be someone's punk. See, I'm part of that niche group that likes that kind of entertainment. I like provocateur, disruptive, chaotic things with Salvo. I enjoy a lot of his content as well, too, but, he does take some things just a little bit too far. I like Salvo, too. It's like Elon finding out that you have a level of decor for something to be made out of content. He told us, see, this is the thing he's doing, the Andy Kaufman thing, where you never know when you don't know when it's a joke, but when it's real. Yeah, and then I swear to God, in one live stream, he said something about Andy Kaufman, and then in like another live stream, he's like, Andy Kaufman, who's Andy Kaufman? I've never heard of that person. So, he's definitely giving Andy Kaufman vibes as well, too, where you don't know what's real and you don't know what's fake.
Anybody didn't know that. Yep. He lived there for a couple days. He told us that, unless he was lying.
Oh, she just said for a couple days. Oh my god, unless he was lying.
But he told us that. I swear to God.
Oh.
I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck did I do?
I'm just so fucking sick of it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, most of it is just him talking shit about, like, Keem and saying that he's better than Keem and all this and that. Like, Keem has worked for everything that he has. Do not downplay him like that. He has helped you so much. He has helped me. I would never downplay Keem like that. Why the fuck are you doing that?
I have seen that movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, I have seen it. So I know who Andy Kaufman is. So, but the fact that Salvo was like, I don't know who that is, but then also said that he knew who it was. It's like, okay, so is this another troll?
What is wrong with Like, that is so fucked up. It's unreal. You stay here every night. You don't clean up after yourself. You leave your underwear here, so I have to wash your clothes.
Wait, what?
And, yeah, he leaves all his shit here, pretty much. He left his fucking pillow here one time. He's left his underwear, socks, a wife beater, some shorts, a pair of pants. He's also never cleaned up after any food or drink that he's ever had in his entire fucking life of being here. And then he still has the audacity to act like he shits roses.
I mean, if all of that's true, what Brantley's saying, it kind of comes off as ungrateful. Just saying. Brantley's whole speech about Salvo never being real and consistent doing the character is basically solidifying me that he 100% knows who Andy Kaufman is and is doing that kind of thing. Yeah, I can agree. Why didn't Salvo know who it was? Interesting. Wait, underwear? What? Yep, you're right about Salvo giving Trisha Paytas vibes. Yeah, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting these days.
I can't.
I mean, did you ever talk to him about that before?
Yes, I have. And the first time that I did, the very first time, he's making him a peanut butter sandwich. There's no jelly. He's weird. And
well, I have to admit, I'll just eat a peanut butter sandwich too, so I can't say that.
You're weird.
Well, I'm weird too then, apparently.
But he's making him a peanut butter sandwich, right? And I said, hey, you better clean up after yourself. That'll help you out a lot. You're a grown man, and you just whipped it out yourself. You just went through my pantry yourself, so I just figured you'd clean it up. But no, he makes him 4 sandwiches, 5 or something like that. He makes him a lot of sandwiches to where I have no more bread at all. And the thing is still open with like the 2 end slices still in there, breadcrumbs everywhere, peanut butter all over the damn counter, with the knife still in the peanut butter jar open.
Oh.
The next morning.
No, come on.
So
I
fuck with me.
can't. Really?
No, I don't do that. You got me fucked up. If I bitch at Dan for the way that he pees in the toilet, I'm gonna bitch at you for the way you make your damn sandwich. Okay? It's gonna happen.
I didn't need the thought of you bitching at Keem for the way he pees in the toilet. Ma'am.
The toilet seat, all that. You know.
I mean, that's a woman thing for a man thing.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Typical
definitely a woman
shit.
thing. So what do you think, Brantley? You think this is the end, or what do you think?
I mean, I hate to say it, but I kind of hope it is.
Girl, did you just say, I hope it is?
Because it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I could deal with this anymore. It's just annoying. Constantly. And then I have to, like, I don't do anything wrong to anybody. I just tried not to, you know?
Right.
And then it just gets to that point, and he pushed me to that point where I'm like, bro, okay, like, we're friends, and you're talking shit.
Well, Brantley hopes this is the end of Salvo on the show. Not all brilliant talents are easy to deal with. If you think about all the big stars, they're real divas. Sounds like this dude is a bit of a diva. I mean, I can see that, yes. But, 2, you also don't get to act like that and have that diva attitude and that diva status until you've reached that level of success. Like, I mean, if that's the way that Keemstar wants to act, Keemstar has been around forever. He has a huge channel on YouTube. You know, he bumped up to 5 million subscribers. Left YouTube to go over to Snapchat, where he makes more money on Snapchat than he did on YouTube. So, I mean, if he can act how he wants to act, I mean, will people still call him out on it? For sure. But, I mean, just like, you know, the way Mariah Carey, like, you know, any of the big divas, the way that they act, I mean, they've earned the right to act like that. Is it right of some things that, you know, they might do? No. But, you know, if they want things done a certain way, that's how they want them done. And if they're paying you to do things for them a certain way, then they have the right to ask for those things to be done that certain way because they're paying you. She's done. Sounds like she's done 100%. Yeah, that stuff I think made Salvo look the most bad. The whole never clean up after himself, the whole commitment to the character bit is one thing, but stuff like that, but that stuff is just weird. And Keem turns his diva act off. Yes, I will agree, caller. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break because I have drank way too much water, but, you know, got to stay hydrated. So I'm going to go pee real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay. What did I miss? Riot burns stuff. No, caller, don't burn stuff. Guys are different when it's a diva. I get that too. As long as it's not Ellen level. I don't know. Epstein. Oh, Epstein. Oh. Oh, why are you throwing paint-filled water balloons? I guess I don't need to be in a hurry to catch up with those videos. Show's ending and all. Are you talking about like the Keemstar and Salvo videos? To be fair, I don't Epstein's problem, or I doubt. Yeah, I don't think Epstein was a diva. No. Kaufman was also respected by those he worked with and respected them. Good point, caller. Yes. Except for when he was on the episode of Saturday Night Live. I mean, people were not happy with him in that episode.
At this point, like, come on. Like, why am I being brought up? You could say, oh, I don't know why she'd say that, we're friends. But instead you're saying I'm boring, and the show would be nothing without you, and I'm not that interesting in the show. And it's like, okay, well, fuck you.
Damn,
I mean,
girl.
And like, he's always constantly going, go get me a drink, make me a drink. And he's like, acting like he's the king of the fucking house. Did you realize I live here? You don't.
Wait, so he does that off the show too, is what you're saying?
No. Well,
because I know on the show he says it, but I can understand on the show because he's sitting there.
If he's sitting in that chair, whether if the camera's off or not, he's gonna do it like that.
Oh.
Like if the camera, as long as that camera is in front of him and he can see himself, he is so conceited it makes no sense. Oh my god.
Yeah, but sometimes, sometimes I think that's the Salvo character. You know what I mean?
But he never turns it off, so it gets annoying. It's like you never know what's real and what's not with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, he certainly turned it off when I was around him.
Yeah, which is strange. You broke through that wall, which is so weird.
Yeah, because he was totally different when I was around him. Like,
I wonder if it's because he knew that Xylee wouldn't put up with that shit when she was there, so he's like, okay, I can't do this. But, I mean, who knows?
Totally different. Like, I adored him. He was totally different when I was around him.
If you put a couple drinks in it, and you make him smoke a couple blunts, and he's like down and drowsy, and he's like ready to go to bed. He's like real to me. It's like normal, but that's just because he's like out of energy.
Oh, well,
He
damn.
ain't got much left to give. But like when we were at the bonfire, he's like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure they said this. I'm pretty sure." But he's like, I let Ugandans sleep with, I don't want to say it all the way. 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't wanna
it
be,
sounds
you know.
bad. Don't finish it.
And
It
I'm
sounds
like,
bad.
okay, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, I do. And he says he's bi. He says he's bisexual a lot.
Well, that doesn't
So
matter. I don't care about that.
But I don't know if he actually is. I feel like he's joking. Like, it just feels like he's trolling when he says it. The way
Yeah.
that he like describes it and jokes about it, it's like, are you being for real or are you being serious? Like, I don't know are you being dead ass?
Well, I started this stream off going, there's no drama going on, help, and this has turned into one big-ass drama stream. Okay, I need everybody, put a 1 in the chat if you think a commentary Civil War is actually going to happen, or 2 if you think it's not going to happen.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do
Listen,
it.
you did what you're supposed to do, okay? It had to happen, listen, okay? It just had to happen.
Yeah, true, Teddy. Maybe Xylee caught him off guard.
I
It
see
is
a
what
lot
it
of
is.
1s. There's quite a few. If you put another number besides 1 or 2, I'm not counting it.
But
Just
like,
letting you know.
listen though, if you're talking about somebody's wife, that's fucked up. Like
No, I agree. I don't think any family members should be talked about.
that's kind of like,
In the
bro,
sense
what?
of if they're not constantly in front of that camera and part of the show, they shouldn't be talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, you, Brantley, however, being that you are now a content creator, you're
Yeah,
not
now
safe
I
from
am.
that. Yeah, you're not safe from that. In my
Yeah, I
eyes.
know that now. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a content
sure.
creator. But
For
yeah,
sure.
no, I agree. I've always had that stance. I don't want to talk about anybody's kids or wife or husband or auntie or grandma or anything like that.
Well, that's what's good about like now I can say something. If somebody talks shit, I can say something.
Well, that's true.
That's true. Yep.
I mean, you could
Before,
say
it was
something
like,
before
I
that.
can't say anything. I'm like just a normal person. I don't want anybody to know really about me. But yet people are still talking about me and doxing me. So I was like, okay, now I'm here. Hi. How are you?
Ember Lily 499. Brantley has that southern filter. Only facts, ma'am. Salvo's copy Major Keems and Tip W. Thank you for the 499, Ember Lily. Tipster started the fire, Billy Joel. Thank you, Jessica. It's your fault, Tipster. It's your fault, and now
Dude.
Recording's fault. for
I
all
didn't
this.
mean to do it. I had to.
I just tuned into this dude's stream and he has a girl eating a cupcake. That's the Salvo
I think
entertainment that he's
Xylee
delivering people.
looked at chat on that.
That's the great entertainer.
Well, I mean, if that's what his people like to watch, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that, to be honest. Keem, is he going to be there Monday?
I'll tell you what to say. That's stupid.
Or
Well,
is
not
is
he's
this?
not invited. He's not invited, but I hope he shows up.
Wait, he's not invited, but I hope he shows up. So it's like it depends on him whether he's fired or not. Is that what you're saying?
No. He's not a part of the Keemstar show anymore. No,
Oh.
he's not. We've had it. We both had it.
All right. Well, Xylee and I have the same face right there. But there we go, straight from Keem. Salvo is not a part of the Keemstar show anymore. He's had it, so it's a commentary World War at this part. Yeah, I'm surprised Keemstar is. They're considering the grief he gave Papa Gut about being protective of his wife when Keemstar went after her. I don't know about all that. I haven't been following much of like all of the commentary community because I do have I do have other things I have to do and I can't devote all of my time to Keemstar. How long ago was that? It's kind of funny how Salvo went from the one weird in the community to being the one most talked about guys. I got that from Matt. It's not going to happen, but how funny would it be if Monday the Keemstar show starts out with Salvo. It's just they're waving and both act like nothing happened. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I honestly, like, I don't know. I just feel like Keem's fed up with it. But I mean, we will have to wait and see what happens on Monday, and go from there. But yeah, I mean, if you're paying someone to do something and they're not doing what you need them to do, then I mean, what else choice do you have after you've told them, like, I need you to do this, and like, no, it's not gonna happen. Oh, it's not happening, but that'd be great.
Wait, so you're saying on my show you just fired him?
My girlfriend runs around and treats him like a fucking 5-star guest.
Okay.
Fucking gets him fucking cupcakes, whatever. Like, you know, she just said something about this, like, when she was on here. She treats him real good when he's here. He's treated like a fucking guest. Anything he needs, he gets, right?
Right.
I go over the top to make sure that fucking he gets whatever the fuck he needs to, and give him this great opportunity, and he's constantly disrespecting the fucking show.
Right.
Salvo has extremely fumbled the bag. All right. This ego, this, like, I'm the most entertaining guy in the fucking world, has this obsession with himself, has caused him to constantly take digs at the team. We are a fucking team. I got mad on one episode because fucking Brantley and Salvo were saying something along the lines like, "Oh, well, we're helping you be better," and da da da. Like, bro,
I remember that. I covered it. I remember that.
We are a fucking team, all right? So once again, he doesn't come because a snowstorm. By the way, he could have came and left. There was no snow at all in the time frame that he was supposed to be on the show. I know, because I got fucking every weather fucking thing you can think of, right?
Wait a minute, there was snow. You and Brantley were playing in it.
Yeah, it was little snow. There was like 6 inches, 8 inches?
I don't know. From where I'm from, that's not little snow. So I don't live up north. So.
Well, now there's like 5 foot, but like before the storm actually hit, right? He could have been here and back, right? But anyhow, so he misses the show, and then he talks shit on it. He's like, "Oh, this is a great opportunity because the views were low on me and Brantley's show. This is a great opportunity to build my own credit." And so by saying like, "Oh, that show sucked because I wasn't on it," and all that, like, bro, you're dissing me and fucking Brantley.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You're talking shit. And then I just said on your show a couple hours ago, right, that I don't think he's entertaining by himself. I don't. I'm not talking shit. I don't think he's entertaining by himself. Right now, they're watching a girl eat a cupcake. I don't think he's fucking entertaining, all right?
Like a girl that called in is eating a cupcake?
He's putting like mustard and ranch on it and shit. Like,
ew! Why?
Some weird shit.
Yeah, I didn't really watch most of his stream, so I have no idea what Keem is even talking about. This girl eating a cupcake, but it's very, very weird. The problem is, I really don't think the Keemstar show will be the same without him. He brings chaotic nature. No, I agree, Teddy. I mean, he definitely does bring some entertainment to it, but I feel like, Brantley also does bring some entertainment as well. Oh my god, these cars are so annoying. It's the whole Salvo being disrespectful to Tipster's wife, how Papa Gut wife is fair go. So there's a bit of a backlash there, but this is done with Salvo. But this being done with Salvo is more than just who to protect. Well, and I don't really think Keemstar really even cares so much about the Salvo Tipster wife situation, because I don't even think I've seen him mention it. But it has more to do with Salvo not showing up for the show and then disrespecting the show after the show was over. I think that's what he's fed up with. Sounds like feed this gremlin at midnight. Or they fed the gremlin at midnight. He did a thing where a viewer willing to humiliate themselves the most would... win a $50 Amazon gift card. Oh, okay. I do find Salvo entertaining on his own, but I agree he's way better when there are people to say, what are you talking about? Don't say that. Yeah, I mean, it's more fun to be in a call with other people than to just like be on a show by yourself. Like, I enjoy it more when other people pop in and jump into the call than me just sitting here by myself. And I mean, I'm sure Xylee, she thoroughly enjoys, doing her videos and going over the content that she does. But I can guarantee she also does enjoy that people come into her other streams and they just sit here and talk like this. I mean, it's more fun just like talk to people and see what's going on, talk about everything that's going on, instead of just talking to yourself for the most part and then responding to chat. Because, everything in chat is delayed, so you don't get that like instant response right away. So if you're like talking back and forth with people and responding to the chat, then, it goes a little bit more smoothly. So I do find Salvo entertaining. Oh my god, I just read that. Okay, reading is hard.
Anyhow, by himself, especially when there's no calling, like tonight, Tipster was the entertainment on the Salvo show.
Right.
Without Tipster calling in, there'd be nothing, right? I don't think he's entertaining. He hears me say that, and he starts fucking crying. Oh, Keemstar hurt my feelings, and da-da-da, and this and that. So I jumped in his Discord to have a chat with him, right? Oh, I'm not bringing him on. Oh, okay, fine. Well, I'm not bringing you on my show either. Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me, bro? Like, you're so caught up in your fucking own head that you're so fucking awesome and great, and you're delusional. It's not based on reality, all right? You're streaming in front of 300 fucking viewers. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, Keem.
Sounds like you're on a pickle
Jesus.
there, sir.
Don't diss streaming in front of 300 viewers, Keem, because I would enjoy 300 viewers in my chat, but I am grateful for the 19 of you that are currently here. So thank you guys for coming to hang out with me while we watch this video.
Why would I be in a pickle? I'm fucking Keemstar. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Well, no, we all know
How
that.
am I in a pickle?
Well, okay, when I say in a pickle, as in, no, I mean, you can ultimately make a decision. I'm not saying like you're in a rock and a hard place type of thing. It just seems like you get along so well with him. Shut up, Matt. It seems like you get along with him so well, like y'all are genuinely friends, and it just, I hate to see a friendship break up like that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
he keeps letting his ego get in the way of the fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Is it ego or is it a gimmick? Like that's the thing I don't understand. Is he like stays in character? Is he actually mad at you? Is he trying to like just do a bit with you and like he doesn't want you to find out about it, so he's just gonna keep going at you? Like, is it like the gimmick that he's doing, or is it actual ego?
good question.
I don't care.
Matt.
You're talking shit about my show. I
Yeah,
don't
I
care if you really feel that way or if it's a fucking gimmick. Why would I give a flying fuck?
Yeah, fair enough.
Would you care if you were me?
I mean, I agree with Keem. Like, whether Salvo is just trying to troll him or whatnot, once you start attacking the show that you're a part of, then, it becomes a problem. I totally agree. You're right, Keemstar hasn't mentioned the wife comment. Okay. I think Salvo needs someone to kind of push back for his humor to work to his fullest. Yeah, I can see that.
No,
Talking shit about my show. You're actually talking shit about my girlfriend too, which is like, fuck off, bro.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is.
I mean, obviously he's going to be more upset if Salvo's talking shit about his girlfriend than I'm sure he is about Tipster's wife, because, I mean, it's his girlfriend.
Is fucking awesome.
Yeah, well.
And let's be honest, he like before I started the show, he's like, I'll move to Buffalo. I will move to Buffalo before we start the show. So
Yeah, we've been waiting for that.
August, he was supposed to start moving up here. Joe starts September 14th. He's still not here. It's now fucking what, halfway through November?
Yeah.
Still didn't even move here. So this is the other bullshit that he does, all right? He keeps saying that he's doing all these sacrifices to the show by driving 3 hours and spending all this gas money and all this other stuff. It ain't my fault. You only were my co-host because you said you were going to move here to do the show. It's not my fault.
Well, and okay, let's just think about this. Let's see here. How far is Ohio to Buffalo? Directions. Let's see here. So it's no, I want distance. So 327 miles. So I mean, what's the average car get on the highway? Like 30 miles? Oh Jesus! Oh my God, where's my calculator? 327 divided by 30. So that's 10 gallons worth of gas. So basically, a tank of gas to get there, a tank of gas to get back. Gas is like what, maybe 4.50 a gallon? Is it $4? We'll just do 4.50 because it's up north. We'll overshoot. So I mean, you're looking at $50 there, $50 back. So that's $100, and then twice a week. So that's $200 a week times 4. That's $800 a month. So you're spending an additional $800 a month when you could either sell your house or rent it out and live up there and save the $800. So, I mean, you're choosing to do that. Show us to see one of those careers that runs off the wrong quantities. If there was a group of YouTubers that encourage growth without getting caught, without getting caught with the fame bug, it might work out. Am I in a pipe dream? What do you mean? Are you in a pipe dream? Anyways, at least Chris can really say he wasn't the guy that wrote the Keemstar show now. That is true, Teddy. That is true. Chris can say that, yes.
So he's just constantly manipulating his audience, manipulating his fans, fucking with them. Like, he doesn't have enough respect with his fans and his audience to be real. At least Xylee keeps it real.
Hell yeah, I do. Hey, I act the same in person. You met me. You know. So, I don't know. It just, I hate to see y'all's friendship because y'all actually have a good chemistry together. And I would hate to see that to be the end of you two being together on the show. You know what I mean?
Ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. He keeps talking shit about my show.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
That's
I get
true.
It's
it.
supposed to be his show, you know? He was supposed to be the co-host.
I mean, I don't
Anybody
know.
see that show? This is his exact quote. He goes, "Did anybody see that show with Keemstar and Brantley? Ugh, not that good."
Brantley
That
just said
good.
he tries to fight every guest we have.
True. I don't think people understand like how much my show has suffered because Salvo is there.
Well, what do you
We're gonna
mean by
have-
that exactly? Like, I know you said like some people won't answer the phone or whatever because they don't want to talk to him or something like that, right?
How about the thousands of people that won't watch?
You think he's had that much of an effect? You think he's like the reason why you're not growing? It's a genuine question.
We are growing, but
Mhm.
he is the reason that we don't have like 50,000 subs. Yes.
Ooh,
We see it every
damn.
show.
Well, damn.
Fire this annoying podcast. Fire this. It's in the comments everywhere. Everywhere. What Salvo tried to do to manipulate that is him and the Salvo news team or whatever, they'd put Salvo makes this show and they all upvote one comment. It's on every episode. Go to my episode. This isn't like, oh, I don't know if I believe Keemstar. Go to my episodes and read the comments.
I think Xylee looked at chat on that one.
Jessica said next week we will see just how honest Salvo is. I don't know what that means, Jessica, but thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. Damn, dude. I don't know. This kind of... I mean, I think you and Brant...
He doesn't have enough respect to his fans to be real. See, this is where I disagree. I don't care about a YouTuber being real. I'm sorry, Keem, but the show is not that good. I mean, the show to me just seems like a live version of Drama Alert. Because, you know, Keem wants to like get through everything fast, instead of like chilling and like having a conversation about it and like kind of dragging things on, which kind of like in a podcast you really sit down and like you really talk about things, because most podcasts are like what, 2, 3, 4 hours long, so you have the time to talk about things in more depth than just getting through them as fast as you can to get it over with. So I think he kind of needs to get out of that drama alert speed of getting everything done as fast as possible, because you're not trying to get this done in an 8-minute video. Like, is it entertaining to go from topic to topic? Yes. But I mean, when I'm listening to a podcast, I want to hear your actual like full analysis of a situation versus just going through it and being done with it. I was excited to see YouTubers finally start working together and one another after the Deaf Noodles drama. Let his destruction make it happen. This is where I found out about Salvo. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ray, we can say that, but to be fair, we aren't a part of the show. Now I tried to watch, it's just not that appealing. Drama Alert was appealing to me, the podcast not really. Every time a group of my favorite YouTubers do this, an uncontrollable personality ruins it. Also, Keemstar has the same issue Ethan Klein has. They're not changing their own thing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like the podcast is just a longer version of Drama Alert. I don't like Drama Alert, but there are some good voices I'd rather listen to. Papa Gut, Booze, McDaniels, etc. For me, it's the opposite, Ray. Drama Alert wasn't appealing, but to me, but Keemstar Show is. See, I like the Keemstar Show more than Drama Alert, but again, it's because, you know, you have that banter back and forth between the people that are on the show.
Brantley can do it, though. You and Brantley definitely could do it. Y'all have good chemistry together.
I have like 5 different potential co-hosts ready to go.
Wait,
so
you got other people
I'm not
lined up
worried.
already?
I've had it this whole time, of course.
Oh, well,
Ooh.
damn. Okay. Yes, sir.
I wonder if he's going to do a new episode every week with a different co-host to see which one people like the most.
Good God. And these people are willing to move out to Buffalo?
Yeah, some are here already.
Oh, really?
It's Chris
And
Art.
Oh, it's Matt Pitt. Matt Pitt, you moving to Buffalo?
No, no. No, I'm good. No.
Oh, man, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. I guess we'll see what happens on Monday. Nile for 10. This is wild. See, after the stream last night, Keem really going off. Bugger it. I'll do it. You're all the way in Australia. You are all the way out in Australia. Oh, Pizzle is talking about... Oh, yeah. She's talking about her money. Pizzle's talking about her winnings from the Fireball. That's what...
I think Xylee looked at chat on that.
Oh my God, Teddy. Teddy said, I wonder if the new co-host every week, and it's just Salvo in different wigs. Oh my God, could you imagine? Salvo just comes out in like different wigs or comes out in drag for like 5 weeks straight as a different person. Oh my God.
Matt knows what it means. I mean,
I don't really have any more to say than that. Like, just like,
I don't know what else you
I
can
mean-
say. You said a lot, dude. I mean, I'm sitting here wondering Monday, is Salvo going to be there or not? Honestly.
we're fed up. Like, it's just like, I gotta defend this dude to my
I
friends
think
that I've known
Xylee
for fucking
looked at chat on that
years, like in this industry. I've had to fucking go to YouTube and try to help him out. I've got his Twitter back. I went to Twitter to get his Twitter back. I mean, I've done so much for the kid. Like, how the fuck are you running your goddamn fucking mouth about the show and the person that has given you so much? And not just me. The thing that really set me over the edge is dogging Brantley. Oh, she's boring. Like, what?
Oh, Brantley's not boring. Now I wouldn't call
Brantley went in to
boring.
save the show because you weren't there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what? And Brantley got a fucking brand deal. She got a brand deal from that shitty show.
Oh,
And I
damn.
will admit, the show was not that great, right? But we had nothing to work with.
Yeah.
All right, Brantley, get you that money.
Yeah. Brantley says Keem has tried so hard to help him. get his accounts back and channel fixed. Yeah, well, I do know that. I do know you have done that. He just got suspended off of Twitter again, didn't he?
Yes.
Oh. Shit.
I mean, Teddy, it would be very entertaining, I'm not gonna lie, if he did show up in different wigs for like 5 weeks.
So
But, I mean, based off of what Keem's saying, I don't feel like he's gonna be back. I don't.
he's so obsessed with himself. It's like unbelievable. And it's like when you do a show, when you have a podcast, like when you do a show, it's a team. You have to be a team. You absolutely just have to be a team.
Well, yeah, if you're running a show like that, you do have to be a team. You know, I
I'll
mean,
tell you what. Elon Musk, right, took over Twitter.
yeah.
It's been a bunch of Twitter employees that started talking shit about Elon Musk. Guess what happened to them?
He
They got
got rid
fucking
of him.
fired.
Yeah.
They got fired. So
Well, there you go. That was Keemstar, everybody. And
Come in
Pescator
Monday.
is in here.
Yeah.
How you doing, Pescator?
People saying it's fake to me are weird, because to me, if it was fake, he would be more over the top, and he seems generally annoyed and angry here. It doesn't seem like a troll. Oh, yeah. Like, if you've ever, like, been in a chat with Keem and he's trolling, like, he is over the top, he's loud, he's yelling, stuff like that. And then, you know, he'll start laughing. And so that's why I don't feel like this is a troll. I feel like, yeah, they're definitely just fed up with it 100%. Let's see here. Can I search? Let me see if I can. Oh, no.
Edwin being gaslit in real time. I know.
Oh, no, Edwin, stop. Edwin, stop. We're not on your stream. Okay, let me see if can I search? No, how do I search chat? How do I pull up the toggle timestamps? Report. Isn't there a way to search the chat? Like the actual, like, I thought there was a way to search the actual chat transcript. How do I view? I need to view transcript. How do I view transcript? Does he not have a transcript? I don't think he has a transcript. Damn. Let's see.
Accusations against him. Olivia Wang is one of his ex-girlfriends.
See, I just don't know, like, how far in. Okay, so there's Def Noodles, like.
So Def Noodles.
Let's see here. Because I feel like there's going to be a long break. Maybe it was towards the end. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's a lot of talking. Maybe this is Tipster.
Go ahead. Talk. What do you want to say?
What do you want me to say? I already said what I have to say.
Okay, here we go. So let's back it up.
$5.
Tipster, listen.
Okay,
Tipster.
back it up.
And make peace if you promote Leia something for the now
Okay.
Friday. We're going out and apparently going
Okay,
clubbing
here we go.
in Buffalo. But in just a couple weeks, Edwin will be in my home. That's going to be fun. You will not want to miss that.
So I wonder if this at the same time is why Edwin is kind of... Why is it on my screen look off? Do I need to pull this out? Oh, no, I'm adjusting it. Okay. Kind of like towing the line a little bit since he's going to Buffalo, or not Buffalo, Ohio to hang out with Salvo. Because then he was going to go on the Keemstar show, and I'm assuming drive up to Buffalo with Salvo. So now I don't know if that's even going to happen. Or the left fire Edwin stop. That's what Bo Blacks is saying. I like the show. It was nice to have something to look forward to twice a week, not gonna lie. I think Salvo does get annoying, and I don't think he makes the show like he thinks he does. I will say as much. I like to be entertained, or the entertainment value of Salvo. I do think he would be very annoying to work with if what Brantley and Keem are saying is 100% true. I think Edwin just likes Salvo, to be honest. Well, yeah, and I mean, if they talk off stream and stuff, and if what Xylie's saying is that he acts differently around her as he does on stream, then maybe he's the same way with Edwin. But I mean, at the same time too, you don't want to start with a fight with someone who you're going to go see in a couple weeks, you know.
And then we have a 3.5-hour drive to Buffalo. Stream Elements doesn't work. What's going on with Stream Elements? It's broken? Is it broken? Are you guys going to snuggle or what? Salvo, you're going to crash Keemstar show on Monday too. He doesn't mean that. I mean, there's no way Keem doesn't want me to be on the show Monday. That's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I guess we know that that is not true now. Salvo's live right now. Okay, yeah, he had a live scheduled for like 8:15. I want to get through this, and then we'll see what's going on over there.
Of him. But if Keemstar says he doesn't want me on the show Monday, I'm not going on Monday. Got no incentive.
I mean, the incentive would be your paycheck, but that's me. Cool.
I hope people are retweeting that clip of me feeding that monkey like that. That monkey's scary looking. Okay. So that's the little teaser. Wait a minute. Tipster, the verified Tipster account, I will donate 100 and make peace if you promote Leia something for the now recording podcast.
I mean, he did say in the chat, I will donate $100 and make peace if you promote Leia something for the now recording podcast. So Tipster did just say on Edwin's stream that he didn't want to make peace, but he did say in the text in the chat, here, I'll scroll down so you guys can see, right here, and make peace if you promote Leia something for the now recording podcast. So I guess I can see where Edwin was a little confused.
Let's talk about it in voice chat, Tipster. Join the Discord. Hey, I'm Jewish. I like money. I also like principle, and nobody should be rigging anything. But I'm willing to talk about it in the voice chat, Tipster. And Matt Pitt joined. He can be in there because that's his show. And, guys, I'm going all night. I am now wasted. I am now Guys, what's wrong with the stream elements? What's wrong with the fucking stream elements? Is it broken? Yeah, Nick Antonyan, who I personally like as a friend.
All right, let's fast forward this a
only
little bit
$100
until
the audience donates that much. Ask for more. Yeah,
we get Tipster
in the fucking live here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drag him in because now we have a live negotiation. We have a live negotiation on possibly me promoting Leia something for $100. Let's bring Tipster in here first. Okay, move to live. Is this the real Tipster?
This is indeed the real Tipster. How you doing, buddy?
How are you doing? Do you have hurt feelings over something that I said?
A little bit, but I think if, we make a solid negotiation here, I think I'm willing to put that aside. I think I'm willing to make peace if you will promote my homegirl, Leia something, for the now recording podcast.
So, what do you mean by making peace?
Like, we're good, bro.
But
bygones be bygones.
But
we'll put it behind us.
Just yesterday, you were, just an hour ago, you were fucking cursing me up a storm. Saying, fuck Salvo, fuck Salvo.
Sometimes you have to, just let down your pride. And sometimes you have to do the right thing for a good cause.
So, you're willing to let me disrespect your wife?
No. I'm not willing to let you do that moving forward. Okay, I'm willing to forgive you for what happened before.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to give you a handsome donation.
Yeah.
If you will help my homegirl Leia something.
So
win the votes
sure.
on now recording.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, you're willing to put this e-girl, Leia something, you know, I see her around. I'm a fan of Leia something. You're willing to put Leia something above your wife in a way.
I mean, that's not what he said. I mean, Salvo's just twisting his words. And he was saying, I will let the past be in the past, give you this donation, and you can promote this person. But I'm not giving you permission to do this about my wife again. But I'm willing to call peace. And Salvo just keeps kind of pushing it.
That's not exactly what's happening here. I'm more trying to piss off Toxic Piplup at the moment. That's what's happening here.
Okay. But, you know, Tips.
Hold on. In the chat down here, guys, Tipster saying, do not negotiate with terrorists. Oops, you can't see that. Right here. Do not negotiate with terrorists. This is when Keem was not happy, obviously.
Sir, what did I say about your wife? Like, you were pretty upset about it.
I was.
And
but
now,
you know, sometimes
you're willing to...
sometimes you...
Go ahead, buddy.
Sometimes you have to do the right thing for a good cause, man.
A good cause. So you're letting me kind of, you know, forgive me, allow me in Tipster's good graces, but I'm going to need a little more definition on that, right? So when you mean we're going to be all good, what do you mean by that? Define that. How are we going to be all good? What are you going to do for me?
The past is the past. You know, we'll let bygones be bygones, and it's over, dude. That, and you can have a cool $100 in your PayPal right now.
Okay, you know, $100 is a good start. And I'm willing to hear negotiations, but other than monetary support, I'm going to need other things, Tipster. You realize
No. This is what I'm offering. I'm willing to negotiate on the monetary side, okay?
Tipster would always say Salvo's a troll until he mentioned his wife. Yeah, I mean, once things come at you at a personal level, then it's gonna definitely piss you off more than if it was happening to somebody else, for sure. Like, if this is someone else, I mean, Tipster would, I don't know, I feel like he'd probably take a stand and be like, I mean, because he did kind of, I feel like, take a stand against Augie too, and he's like, hey, dude, like, it's not cool to, like, be doing that with Augie's mom, so. But, I mean, obviously he didn't go as hard for that as he would his own wife, for sure.
But, like, I'm offering you to make peace with you, okay? We'll make peace, and I will give you a monetary donation. My initial offer is $100. Now, you can negotiate on the money side. You can negotiate on the money side.
But why do you think I'm so eager to make peace? That's
I don't know. I mean, hey,
hold on.
If you're not open to making peace, that's fine.
Because making peace, that seems like that only benefits you.
Okay, if you don't want to make peace, that's fine. Then let's negotiate a $sign here.
Hey, you started problems with Salvopancakes, so it's kind of funny that you're starting problems.
I mean, how did he start problems with Salvopancakes when Salvo's the one who said that about his wife first?
And then you're also deciding when the problems are done. You started problems. Do you know what happens when people start problems with me? I want them to burn.
Okay, so clearly you don't give a shit about making peace. That's fine. What's the dollar figure? What you looking at?
$500.
I won't do $500. I will do. Let's do 150.
Wait a minute.
Fuck Salvo Pancakes.
It ain't gonna be it. I'm not doing 150, and
okay.
I'm willing to go down to $450.
I go low, you know high. I know the game, man. This is business talk. Let's figure it out.
$450.
What did I offer? I offered 150.
You offered 150. I say $450.
160.
Tipster, we ain't getting nowhere. Because you realize you realize, Tipster, I have dogs barking at their fucking
$175.
Tipster, listen. Tipster, I have dogs.
$175. Make a counter.
$450.
No, it's like you go low, you go high. You don't know how negotiations work. Dude.
You came
offer,
to me-
offer a counter offer. Offer a counter offer.
$450.
I'm not doing 450.
Hey,
I'm not doing 450.
well, let me tell you what else is in it for you, Tipster. Right? You coming to me, the Don over here, wanting to make peace.
Tippy constantly jokes about his wife all the time, but has a problem when someone else is doing the same thing. Well, yes, because it's your wife versus somebody else saying something. Like, you have a relationship with your wife. She knows that you're joking. But when somebody else brings your wife up and you don't know if they're joking, then obviously you're going to have an issue. And especially if you talk about somebody's disability. So.
After you said the most vicious things to
Hey,
me ever. Hold on! Young
Wait.
man.
No,
Okay, I
okay.
am talking.
Okay.
You don't tell me to wait.
Okay,
ever.
you know what? No. Let's fuck the money. You're talking about vicious shit, dude. You literally made fun of my wife's disability. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
But I made fun of your wife's disability only because I heard it from other people, and it seemed like you let
Oh, that
them
makes
do
it okay? Are you fucking kidding right now?
Well, in my eyes, it makes it okay because you let them do it and didn't say anything. So yes, Tipster.
What do you mean? That doesn't make any
Nicholas
sense.
Diorio, Bo Blacks, others have been making fun of your wife slyly.
No, they haven't. Nick and Augie have not made fun of my wife. The worst thing Nick did was he made a meme about me getting a divorce. That's not a slight at my wife. The only person who's ever made a slight at my wife was Tommy C. And at the time, I called him out on it.
Yeah.
You posted a clip on your own Twitter before it got suspended of me calling Tommy C out on it.
You saw that. I thought you had me blocked.
I mean, you don't think people send me shit? Are you fucking kidding, bro? I know people send you shit, so of course people send me shit too.
Listen, Tipster, at the end of the day, you can cope because I know the real story here. Nicholas Diorio went on Dead on Dave's stream yesterday and admitted that he was harassing your wife, and you really didn't do anything because he was. You got backlash from your wife because she wanted you to step up and be a man, but you were too afraid to do it to Nicholas Diorio because he's Nicholas Diorio, and you guys are afraid of him, unfortunately.
About?
Listen,
what
Tipster.
Are you talking about?
Listen, Tipster. So yes,
no,
Nicholas
like you're literally full of shit right now.
I will. You're on my show. You will respect me when I am opening up my mouth.
I am respecting you on your fucking show.
You came to me with
an
an offer.
Me?
You came to me, the fucking Godfather, the fucking Don. Okay, you're gonna listen to me now, or I'm gonna.
Well,
boot
the offer's
you.
off the fucking table now, dipshit.
No, it's okay. It's off the table.
No,
you came to me.
The offer's off the fucking table now. All right.
Why?
I went off on you because you said something really fucked up about my fucking wife, and I don't fuck around with that shit.
Yes, you
I didn't
do.
fuck
You
around
let
with it when it was Tommy C, and I won't fuck around with it when it's you.
That's
fuck
bullshit.
you.
No. You're a lying sack
No,
of
literally,
shit.
fuck you.
Fuck me, fuck you, Tipster. Listen, Tipster, you can't say that you don't. You can't now be like, well, I'm the big guy. No one talks about my wife, motherfucker. You're gonna let an e-girl.
The only reason anybody gives a fuck about you is because you dumped on fucking Deaf Noodles, and oh my god, it's so easy to dump on that motherfucker.
Is it?
You got lucky that Keemstar gave you a shot because otherwise you'd be a fucking nobody.
You don't even mean that.
No, I do mean that.
You do.
I said it on Twitter and I'll say it again. You ain't shit. You're just a fucking sidekick.
Here's the issue. He takes digs at everyone in the commentary community, calls people R-word on a daily basis, deactivates his Twitter because Turkey Tom and others call him a simp for Amaranth. I don't know how to say that. Is that Amaranth? Whatever her name is. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You know, people can be upset how they want. I mean, I don't have any right to tell a tipster how to feel about something when somebody's talking about his wife. I personally don't think that it's cool to be talking about people's wives or girlfriends who aren't part of the community. Like, you know, because like I said in her stream, Brantley is in the community now because she's on the podcast. She chose to actually be on the podcast. But just like I said earlier, at the same time, Tipster, just like Augie, have put their wife on their platform. And Augie put his mom on his platform. To which people then will take that as fair use to go after them. Do I think it's acceptable, or is it something I would do? No. Do I see why somebody would take that leeway for content and to do so? Yes, I do see that as well. To be fair, Zipzap won after he shouted her out. So did he actually shout her out though, Teddy? Leia something or whatever.
Hey, listen, Tipster.
You're literally just a fucking sidekick. You wouldn't be shit without Daddy fucking Keem, and you know it.
No.
Oh, Keemstar in the chat down here. OMG, Tipster is winning.
I actually don't know
that shit.
I actually don't know that. But now you're gonna let me talk.
You wouldn't be shit without Daddy Keem, and you know it.
Well, I totally disagree, but now you're gonna let me talk because you're just.
You got a demonetized channel. You're banned off of Twitter.
I have to mute
you
him,
literally
guys.
wouldn't be shit without.
Guys, unfortunately, I had to mute Tipster because he wasn't letting me talk. He's angry. I like when Tipster's angry. He can stay angry on mute. Tipster, that's not true.
Fuck Salvo.
At the end of the day, Tipster came into here and it was like, I'll give you $100 and settle our beef if you promote Leia something. That is literally Tipster doing the exact opposite of what you want to fucking puff your chest out about. You want to puff your chest out at me, Tipster, acting like nobody disrespects my wife.
Look,
Hold on. You want to puff your chest out at me, Tipster. Nobody disrespects my wife unless there's an e-whore in a host battle. Then you could disrespect my wife if you support the e-whore. Correct? Like, that's the only way. Like you can't act big on Twitter. Come into my show and be like, well, you can actually disrespect my wife if you support Leia something. Because that's what you did. So.
No, I mean, he said that he was not giving him permission to support Leia or to disrespect his wife. He said that he would let the past be in the past, but it's not a free pass to talk about my wife. He's just twisting his words again. Tipster inserted himself. Just the tip. Oh my god. Yeah, Salvo said to vote for Zipzap, and Zipzap won by a lot. Okay. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you.
You can now act like a big guy and puff your chest out at me, Tipster, because you just fucking backpedaled for a fucking woman that's not your wife. Go ahead, big guy.
Okay, I came in here for a fucking meme, but since you want to have a serious conversation, I'm going
you
to say
got
exactly
angry.
what the fuck
You
I said
got
again.
angry.
You
You
wouldn't
got
be
angry.
anybody without fucking Keemstar.
I
Keemstar
disagree.
makes you relevant. Keemstar's the only reason that people know you fucking exist. And
Oh, we got Keemstar down here in the chat saying Tipster W. He turns into an absolute spur the very moment anyone remotely jokes about him. I don't think it was okay for Salvo to mock his wife's disability, but this should have been resolved in private. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we always say, you know, even in the drama community, the tea community, we're like, why isn't this resolved in private? Why isn't it resolved in private? But when it's actually resolved in private, then we don't get content out of it. So, I mean, I'm here for it being in public, I guess. I'm sorry, I just can't see how Tipster called in, not expecting him to bring up the wife thing. Did he forget who Salvo is? Right. Also, I don't know why I said bye nor bye. Okay.
you have to know your fucking role and stay in your fucking lane, bitch. Some of us got our careers for ourselves. We didn't have to have Daddy Keemstar promote us, unlike you, you fucking bitch.
Anything else, Tipster? Any more cope for you looking pathetic and not supporting your wife over a girl?
I am supporting my wife, which is why I'm calling you the fuck out.
No, you didn't. You didn't call me the fuck out. You came in here to meme with me. And I didn't fucking take your
Yeah,
deal.
I came here to meme with you, and since you want to act like a fucking retard, I'm calling you out right now, all right?
But you can't.
You only
You can't have
exist.
the
You're
best.
only relevant because of Daddy Keem, period.
That's not true. My channel has not grown since I joined the Keemstar show. At all, by the way. So, I started the Keemstar.
Hold on. I don't believe that for 1 second. Let's see here. Social Blade. Salvopancakes. Let's see, full monthly stats. Okay, so let's see here. We see there's so let's see here. Where's that's weekly subscriber, total subscriber. Oh, what? My God. No. What is Oh. Well, thank you, Social Blade. Apparently, I have 5 viruses, according to this stupid advertisement. Let's try this again. I might just have to pull this up on my phone. Okay. So that's monthly gain subscribers. Okay, when we do full monthly statistics, it should give me... Did they change Social Blade again? Total subscribers. Okay. Is this not the right Salvopancakes channel? This can't be the right channel. No. Oh, I wonder if I have to search Teddy Fresh? Or did he delete? No. I wonder if I have to search at Teddy Fresh now? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I have to search at Teddy Fresh. Okay, so total subscribers. Oh, okay. Apparently at one point, Salvo deleted all of his content off his channel in early September. Oh, no, that wasn't his channel. It got demonetized. Okay. So now let's go to the Keemstar show. When... Let's see. How... Okay, I can't see. When is that? So 2 months ago. When did this trailer drop? Excuse me. So trailer dropped September 14th. Okay. Okay, so the trailer for the Keemstar show dropped September 14th. So, I mean, knowing that he was going to be on the Keemstar show, we went from 5,300 subscribers, and then, like, we started to bump up. Like, it went from 5,300 to 7,200. I mean, is it a huge jump? No. But do I feel like the Keemstar show announcement and everything coming out about it helped out a little bit? I would say yes. I mean, can I say all of that was from the Keemstar show? No. But I feel like there was definitely a bump in subscribers because of the Keemstar show. Why is my thing off again?
Show with the same amount of subscribers.
Nightcaller. Let's see here. Tipster being rather hypocritical here. I guess now that Salvo's been fired by the Keemstar show, if there's anything the Keemstar... if there's anything to the Keemstar shadow thing, might continue to grow with or without the Keemstar show or not. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. He praised Keemstar for him being the only reason he still has a platform. Well, yeah, I guess back in... was it 2018 or whatever, Tipster had like a group of people coming after him trying to like flag his channel and get him removed. So Keemstar was able to keep his platform, help Tipster keep his platform. But I mean, I don't feel like Keemstar made him. I mean, Keemstar helped him keep his platform. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see after with Salvo if he continues to grow. Then, it is him, versus if he doesn't, then it's not, Only time will tell. Yeah, being a co-host on a bigger YouTube channel who's considered a legend in the community, you're sort of, it would help you grow. Isn't that expected? Yeah, 100%. But I do remember Salvo saying, like, lots of times, like, oh, well, Keemstar shouted out lyrics on Drama Alert and got him 50,000 subscribers, but won't shout out Salvopancakes. So I don't know if he's like harboring a little bit of resentment because of that at the same time.
Subscribers that I have today, Tipster, that's just numbers. That's just science. I'm muting you because you're not letting me talk and you're very angry. And you need to take your tone down. Okay? By the way, it's just stats, Tipster. My channel has not grown since I joined on the Keemstar show. So what you're saying now makes no sense.
Oh my god. Lex said, I can't believe I was feet away from Slabo's ass crack sweat during the roast battle. No. No.
Sense. Go ahead. Talk. What do you want to say?
What do you want me to say? I already said what I have to say. You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. Daddy Keem made you relevant.
But your whole argument is that like you came in here to fucking meme. No.
No. Originally, I came in here to meme, but since you wanted to make it like a fucking game, I'm like, all right, let's fucking play. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Let's fucking do it. Absolutely right. Dogs.
That's what we're doing right now.
My dogs are hungry.
Doing right now.
My dogs are hungry.
I don't give a fuck about your dogs. I'm not here for your dogs. I'm here for you.
Oh.
I'm here for you
didn't.
right now.
You wanted to settle it.
I'm here for Salvo fucking pancakes.
You wanted to settle it. You wanted
Come on,
to settle
Pancake
it.
Man. Let's fucking go, Pancake Man.
Tipster, you wanted to settle it. You can't act like a big guy because you came in here to settle the fucking beef. So you can't act like a big guy. You can't want to settle it and not want to settle it in a matter of 2 minutes. I never want to settle it. My dogs are hungry, and they're coming for you, Tipster, and they got a lot of meat to fucking chew on. Let me tell you that.
Fuck about you or your dogs. I don't give a fuck about you or your dogs.
You should.
All I'm talking about is the fact that you're Keemstar Shadow. The only reason you're relevant is because of Keemstar. If it wasn't for Keemstar, you'd have a dead-ass channel that's fucking demonetized. You'd be banned on fucking Twitter, and nobody would give a fuck about you.
Hold on, Tipster. You just said if it wasn't for Keemstar, I would have a demonetized channel and I would be banned on Twitter. But I'm with Keemstar and I have a demonetized channel and I'm banned on Twitter. So
why do you keep muting me, you fuck?
However, we did find out later on in Xylee's stream, because we watched that was after this, that Tipster has done what he could to try to get Salvo's channel back, and he's gotten him unbanned from Twitter. So I'm assuming trying to get him remonetized on YouTube is a little bit harder, but I mean, he's doing what he can. It happened back when Tipster signed with Screenwave Media. Internet trolls threatening letter towards the company got him removed from the program. Okay, thank you, Misty. My channel's not grown since I joined the Keemstar show. Yeah, I don't see why Salvo said that. Yeah, I mean, even if your channel hasn't grown exponentially like you think it should have, you've gotten growth from being on the Keemstar show. Some of the commentators harassed his situation, and then Keemstar became involved. Okay. Pancake Man sounds like the Michelin Man. Oh, no. I didn't even know the Michelin Man talked. My dogs are hungry, and they're coming after you. See, I just don't see why people argue with him when he's obviously purposely pushing buttons. What's the point? For sure. But also, saying stuff like that on YouTube is going to keep your channel demonetized. YouTube's going to go back and see that, and they're going to say, oh, you're threatening other creators on our platform. Why would we want to remonetize your channel and let you make a profit from threatening other creators on the platform? So doing stuff like that's actually hurting him in the long run. Sorry, that's just how I see it.
Fucking pussy. Why do you keep muting me?
Because this is my show and you're yelling. I want to have arguments. You see, if I was going to be disrespectful with the mute, I would just leave you on mute. I'm talking and I mute you when you're talking over me. Your whole point, Tipster, was Daddy Keem did this. My channel hasn't grown since I started the Keemstar show. And the things you just used, Tipster, are still happening. So what is this argument that Tipster made me? Go. Or that
I'm going to yell at you because I have no fucking respect for you, all right? There is no respect there whatsoever. I don't care if it's your show. I don't care if it's my show. I don't care if it's the fucking Keem.
I don't know if you saw that, but he was smirking there. I mean, he's loving this, let's be honest. This isn't the first time Tipster actually got heated out. No, it's not.
Keemstar show. You're a bitch and you're Keemstar Shadow. Learn it, bitch.
Okay, Tipster left the call, by the way, and he wants to come in there and be like a
Buck Salvo pancakes. He can go
bark, 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 bark. Listen, guys, Is there not a better show on the internet? Tipster just made himself look like a fool. Pow, 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 pow.
I mean, he says there's not a better show on the internet, but I mean, you're now saying that because Tipster came into your stream and did that, just made your show the best show on the internet. So really, if it wasn't for Tipster, you wouldn't have had that content. So, I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, let's see here. So let's go see what's going on with Salvo's current stream.
Propositioning Ember Lily. And by the way, here's how awesome I am.
How long has this been going
for? The real story
for?
behind the Ember Lily stuff,
32
I don't
minutes.
even want to get into. I will be the bad guy. I will allow everyone to think that I wanted her to walk on the ground in all fours oinking. I'm fine with that. But you have
Oh, wait. We're gonna mute this because I don't trust this copyright music. Okay, so we'll do 2 times speed here. So he's setting a picture. Oh, jeez. Of Chris on fire. He's got some photos of Keemstar and him in his outfit, just Keemstar. Oop, jeez. Oh, I hit the microphone. Sorry.
Ooh, how about that? Just reminiscing here on a Sunday night. This was a fun time at the bar. I will miss this. That was fun. Oh, look. Who's this irrelevant, backstabbing little fucking rat? Who is that? Who is that, chat? Who is that?
I mean,
who's this fucking loser little monkey? Little
what
rat?
did
Oh,
Chris
for the nut.
do
Bye.
at all?
I'll miss her. I'll miss Queen Brantley, that's for sure. She was a friend.
Oh.
That's my brother Keem. I'll miss my brother Keem, for sure. I will miss him. I will miss Keemstar. That's another good picture. It's one of his late night bananas that we always like to share bananas together. I will miss that. You know, this needs some other music behind it. Let me play something else here. Oh man, Jesus. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. What a dramatic night. Did I do something again? Yikes. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. You're watching Salvopancakes in Breakland, by the way.
We'll see.
Coffee.
We'll see if there's if he mentions anything about Keemstar early on. If not, I'm not gonna stream this whole thing.
Hot coffee, everybody. That was a dramatic night. We can save some reminiscing here in a little bit, but that was quite a dramatic couple hours there. Let me recap you. I don't need these anymore. I guess I don't need this anymore. Let me recap you on all the dramatics that just went down here tonight. Hi, everybody watching Breakland with the Salvopancakes. 413 people have dedicated their night to come watch Salvopancakes tonight. Thank you. I'm truly a nobody. A lot of dramatics just happened, so let me walk you down what just happened.
Yeah, it's got
So,
595 people watching
they,
right now.
Caught feelings for each other at the first week at the White Lotus Resort in Sicily. Portia is obviously there because she's working for Tanya, who is played by the overweight, big-lipped lady. Very funny, I forgot her name, but obviously she is that lady's assistant. And she caught feelings for Alfie at the resort. Alfie was being like such a little bitch and offered Ember Lily $50 to crawl on the floor. Everybody's upset for one. How's everybody's night going? It's been really dramatic. In all seriousness, I didn't catch any of the last stream with Edwin. I missed it because I was watching White Lotus. And as I am watching White Lotus, I am like, what a night. So dramatic on HBO Max. Then I turn on YouTube and it's like, whoa, everybody's upset for one reason or the other. I guess Paige Christie commented in Edwin's chat. Edwin, do you know that Salvo offered Ember Lily $50 to crawl on the floor and oink like a fucking pig? How are you defending that? Bitch.
Oh.
Listen, it is none of your business, Paige Christie, who I want to be crawling on my fucking floor oinking around. Okay, and if you can't handle that, get off the internet. Hi, everybody. What a weird night. I mean, we're gonna get into all of it off of the jump here. Woo! Come get me, baby. Hi, Paige Christie. Welcome in the chat. It's like, Paige Christie, it's like, did you think that I was above not wanting Ember Lily to crawl around and oink like a pig? Come on. You know better than that.
Jesus.
Listen,
Okay. This sounds like this might have to be another stream that we go over. Because if we watch this, then it's going to be probably like another 2-hour stream. And we're already 2 hours in. And I don't feel like doing another 2 hours. I'm not going to lie. Because I do have to pee again. So, let's see here. What do we got here? We're going to catch Salvo midstream. Oh no, gross. Not like that. Salvo is looking like Deaf Noodles right now. He really thinks he's the show. Like Deaf Noodles thinks he's the roast battle YouTube god. They're both equally cringe AF now. He's burning pictures of the Keemstar show. He's so insane. Well, I guess that bromance between him and Chris is over. Yeah, I guess that kiss didn't mean anything after all. They blue sandwich bananas. What? Oh, what? Gross. Okay, let's see here. Do we want to raid into Edwin's stream, or do you guys want to raid into Salvo's stream? I don't know if I can actually make a poll. So we can raid into one of those. You guys let me know which one you want to go into. And we will raid into their stream. Actually, let's make sure Edwin's still alive. Is he still
You
alive?
understand, like, when I do a bit, like, doing all these, like, funny fake arguments and shit at
Oops.
the time,
See it as like a homie's a homie.
Okay, yeah. Edwin's still alive. So Edwin's got 399 and Salvo's got 603. Maybe we'll raid Edwin because he doesn't have as many streamers or as many viewers. Oh wait, actually I don't think I can raid because yeah. Wait, can I edit this? I don't even know if this is gonna work. Customize, add, Edwin save. Okay, so I don't know if this is even going to work because according to my YouTube studio, I'm not live. So the only thing I can do is end my stream and just hope that it actually works. So we will just have to wait and see. Right into my non-existent stream. Papa Gut kind of does the same thing. He wanted to be friendly with Def and Keem, but then ended up negatively criticized them. Good point. Good point, Lex. Okay, well, guys, thanks for coming to hang out while we got caught up in all of this drama. And we'll have to go and watch Salvo stream on another stream. Are you still on Windows XP? No, it's Windows 10, but it's running on my old 2013 iMac because I had to get rid of my other one. So I'm saving up to get a new computer. I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll be able to do that. Hoping maybe for like a good Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday sale to get a new computer. So, you know, fingers crossed, and then I'll actually be able to do more. Because right now I'm doing everything on just one screen because I don't have two screens anymore. But, you know, who knows? Hopefully Black Friday. But, you know, I'll save up and get something that I won't have to worry about, you know, any issues with, stuff like that. But I definitely need to get a new one. So, yeah. Okay, so we're going to end the stream and hopefully it redirects us properly. So thank you guys all for coming to hang out, and I'll see you guys probably in like Xylee's stream at some point or something, or next time I go live.